Hey, I'm going to tell you why the menopause space has become the biggest grift of all time. Please don't get mad. At the heart of every grift is a correlation, or several. And the more truth there is in that correlation, the stronger the potential grift, especially if that truth is tied to someone's lived experience. That makes the correlation feel tangible. It's truth and tangibility that drives grifting. Like, there's a reason the whole microplastics thing didn't take off, and it wasn't because biohackers weren't trying really hard to make that grift happen. It's because the supposed effects of microplastics aren't tangible enough for everyday people. And because the research funding got pulled, surprise, surprise, because the plastics industry is really just the oil and gas industry, but I digress. A grift also needs an audience. Between the year 2000 and 2020, the global population of women between the age of 40 and 60, essentially women in or around perimenopause, increased by 40%, from 537 million to 754 million. Now, at the same time we saw a growing population of aging women, we also saw an increase in women-specific health, fitness, and nutrition research. And I'm going to pause here because this research is so important. It has improved and saved the lives of millions of women. It's the driver of increased access to healthcare, advocacy for healthcare, and transparency. Papers, books, news segments highlighted these developments and validated a very real, very impactful, but to that point, very silent experience that many women were having. This period provided visibility and gave truth to the menopause experience for the first time, ever. On the heels of these research developments, two things began to occur kind of at the same time and almost at the same rate. And they converged with that growing population of perimenopausal women around the year 2020 and 2021. Instagram users peaked at 1.8 billion users, and venture capital investment in FemTech, or companies related to women's healthcare, reached $1.9 billion. The benefits: social media gave women a voice and a place to share their experience for a minute, for a brief moment in time. Because in short order, it also gave rise to the most lucrative grift in history, one targeted squarely at the confusion of an ever-growing population of women who finally felt seen and validated. And what's frustrating is that so many of the early experts and helpers in the space are just playing the game now. Doctors who pioneered research and wrote books are now selling semaglutide drops on MIDI, and they don't work, and they know they don't work. It's pure manipulation under the guise of supporting women and advocating for women's healthcare. And it all happens so seamlessly, because that's what industrial complexes can accomplish when you inject billions of dollars into that industry. Menopause and free market capitalism benefits one group of people only: shareholders. And this grift works so well because there's actually so much truth in it. There's real science, there's real experiences, and there's a fuck ton of false equivalents designed to get in your wallet. None of that means that you deserve to be taken advantage of. Not everyone who positions themselves as an expert has your best interest at heart. In fact, a lot of experts don't. I know that this time can feel desperate, but when you see someone make a claim or sell a product, take a moment and ask yourself what it is they're selling, and then follow the money. Where does that go? The people out there doing good work are not going to have new products, new services, new offers, new supplement stacks, new things every 6 months. They're just not. They're going to focus on where the science is and make recommendations based on that evidence, with humility for and transparency for what they don't know.